Hello everyone. It's time for me to update you on how the Airport Authority is addressing the COVID-19 pandemic at YVR. The situation is rapidly evolving and, to be honest, is unlike anything we've ever seen. And because the challenges we face impact our communities, I want to tell you what we're doing and what to expect. First, we want to thank the many people at our airport and our hospitals and around the world who are working tirelessly on the front lines of this unprecedented crisis. You have our utmost respect, and we are here to support you. COVID-19 has impacted every aspect of our lives, whether it's a change at work, or even a layoff, a sick friend or a family member, or through our working together to prevent its spread. No person or industry has been spared, and this is very apparent with global aviation, which is facing a crisis that surpasses 9/11, SARS, and the global economic downturn in terms of longevity, depth, and human cost. It's the biggest challenge YVR has faced. And because we are an economic engine for the region, the impacts have been far-reaching. Before the crisis, we experienced a decade of record growth, supporting over 26,000 jobs here on Sea Island and over 100,000 across BC. These numbers are dropping dramatically. We now expect more than 50% of our airport workforce will be laid off, and the effect on our economy will be immense. I don't take these numbers lightly because I know the value that each person brings to YVR. Losing your job during such an uncertain time, even if it's temporary, can be overwhelming. To every airport worker, please know we're doing everything in our power to support your eventual return, as are local, provincial, and federal governments. It will come as no surprise that YVR's core business has taken a substantial hit. The impact can be seen and felt everywhere, in closed stores, empty terminal spaces, and open parking stalls. We're currently anticipating a 40% to 50% decline in passengers over the year. Right now, we are seeing between about 10,000 and 20,000 passengers per day, down from a standard March break where we'd be close to 70,000. And these numbers will continue to decline as Canadians finally make their way home, our visitors leave the country, and as other restrictions take effect around the world. We expect international and U.S. traffic to drop to near zero in the weeks ahead, and we anticipate our domestic traffic will drop to about 30% of its normal volume. Frankly, it's going to get worse before it gets better, and you'll notice it because you just won't see as many planes in the sky. So what are we doing about it? The Airport Authority oversees the operations of YVR, and we have been working very closely with our business partners and the relevant government agencies responsible for managing the crisis. We continue to support passenger screening efforts, we've helped with repatriation flights, we've ramped up our cleaning efforts, and we've supported all efforts to shut our borders and implement deeper restrictions. Through all this, we've made sure to stick to our top priority, safety and security. For instance, last week we made the difficult but necessary decision to put our construction program on hold in order to protect our project teams and construction workers. I'm sure everyone is aware of this multi-billion-dollar program, which includes new parkades, an international terminal expansion, and much more. It supported over 2,000 jobs at the airport before the pandemic and another 2,000 off-site. We've always had a focus on planning decades out and building responsibly, but it's difficult to know exactly when we'll be ready to restart some of these projects, given all the uncertainty. From a financial perspective, we have many levers available to help us weather the storm, including a flexible budget that can rapidly respond to the changing situation. Our top priority is to ensure we have sufficient cash for our operations, and we're looking at how we can work with our government partners to ease costs, seeking rent relief and other options. In addition, we're one of the few AA credit-rated airports in the world, which will continue to serve us well in this crisis. The ops team is developing a terminal consolidation plan which centralizes our operations to save resources. We just completed the first phase, shutting down 11% of the terminal. If necessary, we can shrink to just 42% of our terminal and 15% of our standard operations. And we are doing everything we can to protect Airport Authority jobs because we have an amazing, highly skilled team that will be needed for the recovery. I know our team will do whatever is necessary to see YVR through the crisis, so we owe it to them to do whatever is necessary to keep them on. To help, we are consolidating resources, we're redeploying individuals into key roles, and we have suspended hiring. Only critically needed roles will be considered for the foreseeable future. To every one of you at the Airport Authority, my deepest thanks for your teamwork, your resilience, your flexibility, your good humor, most importantly, your dedication during this difficult time. We're playing an essential role in managing this crisis, getting our fellow Canadians home, and keeping our community safe. While we're greatly scaling down operations, I want to assure you that the airport will remain open. We're critical for supply chains, moving essential goods like food and medicine. We're also committed to helping people return home. To be clear, Even if passenger flights stopped altogether, we would remain open as a critical hub to facilitate the transfer of goods and the movement of key personnel. We do this because at the end of the day, we're here to help. Our concern for Canadians takes precedence over any airport issue. I would also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the extreme challenges being faced by Air Canada, WestJet, and our other airline partners, as well as our business, government, and industry partners, who have all been affected by this downturn. We'll work diligently to support the return of our vibrant and critical industry. I will personally do everything I can to help. One business issue that is ongoing is a search for a new president and CEO, as I plan to retire in June. In the event there is a delay in a new CEO being brought on, the board asked, and I have agreed, to stay on temporarily as required. It's the right thing to do, and it's the least I can do. While I agree it can be hard to picture good news in a time like this, I take heart in the fact that this crisis has shown us what really matters. It's greatly uplifting to know that when faced with a significant global threat, we can come together and help each other. And that's why I know we'll get through COVID-19 and that better times are ahead. Thank you to our employees and partners for making this such a great airport, and thank you to everyone for doing your part. Stay safe.